Just a stone's throw from downtown Knoxville, the deep waters of an old rock quarry are now home to an invasive alien.
I have several friends that think I'm making this all up, but you gotta find them.
On the surface, nature writer Stephen Lynn Bales enjoys a sunny day canoeing at Meads Quarry Lake.
This is an absolutely perfect day for this.
But the senior naturalist at IAM's Nature Center strokes in search of something deeper. Scanning for a species usually associated with the salty sea.
It's an East Tennessee jellyfish. To the scientific community, they are called Craspedicusta sorii. That's their Latin name. But to the rest of the world, they're freshwater jellyfish. It's the only species of freshwater jellyfish in the entire world.
After paddling and probing this 25-acre lake,
And they can pop up anywhere.
Bales bumps into a full bloom.
There they are. I see them. I'm right in the middle of them. They're all around me. Hey, little babies.
A smack of thousands of freshwater jellyfish as far as the eye can see.
Oh, they're incredibly fascinating.
Blasting light through a clear container reveals all the algae, sediment, and these tiny creatures tangle of translucent tentacles.
They can have up to 300 tentacles, and they're tiny. They're only the size of a penny, and they're transparent. They have tentacles that can sting, but they only sting zooplankton, little tiny animals. Those are the kind of things we studied in high school biology looking through a microscope.
They feed on the microscopic animals in the water, and Bale says there's no need for people to fear the pain of a freshwater sting.
That's usually the first question is, will they sting me? They cannot sting us. They don't have enough venom in those tentacles to hurt us. They can't penetrate our flesh, so you can literally pick them up or catch one if they get close enough to the surface. Whoa.
So, how'd they get here in the first place? Freshwater jellyfish are native to China and first showed up in the United States around 1907. One theory, they're polyps attached to imported water lilies, then took flight to new waters with help from our feathered friends.
Riding on the legs and feet of ducks and water birds, they're pretty much throughout the entire 48 states. They first appeared in this lake in 1997.
And freshwater jellyfish really thrive in calm waters like you would find at a reservoir or in this quarry. But if these creatures are so widespread, why is it that so many people have never even seen one? You need perfect timing for a sighting this special, because the animals only look like actual jellyfish for a few weeks of their lives.
It's roughly a 2-year life cycle. Most of their lives, they're in another form. They're down on the bottom, and little polyps that are like transparent gelatin. But then as it grows and matures, it will develop that classic jellyfish Medusa stage. That's their adult stage. It's a lot like a butterfly's final stage of life. So there is a tight window. So I'm excited to see them. It's like old friends again.
And when the water heats up, so does this underwater undulation, all for reproduction.
The boys and girls find each other. Each will lay eggs, and pretty shortly after that, as the temperatures start to drop, all the adult medusas die.
Bale says jellyfish are sensitive to pollution, so this is a good sign the water is clean. A ripe location for eggs to take hold and transform 80 feet below, and repeat the cycle of life until their next late summer surge to the surface.
I think you should care because simply it shows the marvel of life on Earth.
Even at an old industrial site, nature can reclaim this chiseled scar on the land and give life to something in between the solid rocks and the flowing fluids to conjure up a joyful jelly.
These incredibly wonderful, tiny little creatures called freshwater jellyfish. These are the most fascinating creatures I can imagine, but just enjoy it.
At Meads Quarry Lake, Jim Matheny, WBIR 10 News.